Hello, I am back once again this week with Kill with Fire. Uh, I'm gonna see if I can complete the game today, like the last couple missions. I do have some stories to tell. I did try to remember some things beforehand. And yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing today, probably like an hour or two to finish up the last couple missions. But other than that, yeah, let's begin. So, we were over here. We left off, not going into this level yet. But, we'll see how we do. I need to turn up my sensitivity a bit real quick. Sorry about this, but, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so, story time. Have I ever told you guys a lot about, when I decided not decided, but when I was diagnosed with high functioning autism? This was back in high school. Yeah, I believe early high school when I was told this. But back then, well, I wasn't really doing too hot when it came to school. So, after some time looking into it, they eventually decided to have me talk to the school psychiatrist, I believe it was. After running a couple tests, they determined that I was probably diagnosed with high-functioning autism, which explained a lot about my communication skills. Because back then I was absolutely horrendous when it came to social interaction and English. But yeah, after that I believe I went to therapy. I basically was forced to take time out of my day to go to therapy during some of the class periods. But aside from that, at first I did just go to therapy alone, but eventually, because there just wasn't enough time for the school therapist to talk to everybody who was a part of the therapy, we had to do group sessions. Funnily enough, when I went to my group sessions, turned out the other people in the sessions were actually my friends. Well, some of my other friends. I guess we were attracted to one another in some way. Somehow. It was strange. But we weren't expecting to see each other. It was a nice little surprise, I guess. Not really, I guess. Maybe. We just weren't expecting it, you know? But it was still nice to have people that I knew at least go to the sessions. It brought a like strange sense of ease knowing that well, it wasn't talking to strangers. At least. But yeah. We didn't really do much at the therapy sessions, mostly just talk about random subjects, maybe out school a bit. Like the main goal of those sessions were to, I believe, facilitate some sort of confidence when it came to communicating with others. But other than that, we didn't really do much at those sessions. We just kind of took time out of our school lives to do them. I believe occasionally, the session, like this went on till I graduated, but the sessions basically, they just called me up like mid classes sometimes, but then other times when I actually had like free periods and such, they just used those for them instead. I don't think I was missing out on too much, but you know, I was still doing horribly in school. Mainly because, you know, I just hated school. I was bullied when I was a child. Specifically in elementary school. In middle school and high school, it kind of died down since you went to a new school and all. Where the hell did that stuff land? Oh. But in elementary school, I think I was just really horrible at communicating with others. I was honestly an annoying piece of shit. But I think I've talked about one of my friends. I'm still glad he was able to tolerate me. Because I certainly couldn't. I would just hate to tolerate old me. But, I think one of my bad habits when I was in elementary school was I did scream quite often whenever, I had a tendency to scream quite often whenever, I was, pissed off. To essentially just, like, make a ton of noise and all that. So I was often sent up to, like, the principal's office, now that I think about it. Because of that. I mean, eventually the habit, like, died off. But, that took a while. Yeah, I have no idea how I made it through school when I was younger. It's honestly a miracle. I'm even in college right now. But, you know, what can you do? There was another thing I wanted to talk about as well. Yeah, recently I think I had like a dream inside a dream or something, or like deja vu inside a dream, which is really weird. If, I don't think this is a very common experience, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but you know. Uh, It is a really strange experience to just be experiencing something like twice, but knowing that you've already experienced it before in a dream. So, let me tell you guys what I can remember from my dream. I was like working at this place. It wasn't necessarily like Earth. It was like some strange fictional alien world or something like that. Where for some reason they couldn't run a proper restaurant. Instead they tried it was like a human-like restaurant, you know? Human-like restaurant and entertainment place, something like that. Where they charged a ton of money. They charged a ton of money to their customers in order to experience decent food. Food was honestly kind of random, not really decent. It was just like a mishmash of things, you know? Just take like some random food items and just like smash them together. I think like one of the items I remembered was like I saw on the menu was like I think it was something like something like roast beef with like some raw pork on it or something like that. It was like just some strange like combination of items. I don't know why I dreamt this. It was just something, of course, your subconscious just makes up. But, what was it? But, essentially, what I did to help out the restaurant in my dream was simply provide suggestions for some more proper food items, but not really, just like really simple, college-like meals for some reason. Like, for example, I think one of the main things I remember was PB&J, but instead of using normal white bread for like your peanut butter and jelly, it was a Hawaiian roll. And you know, just charge like 8 to 10 bucks for it, because why not? And surprise, surprise, that stuff worked because it's a dream. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that shit actually worked IRL. Like at certain restaurants. But, yeah, that was basically that. I don't really remember much other food that I suggested. I think one of the other dishes might have been just like to microwave some Campbell's or something like that, some canned soup, and serve that at a premium since, you know, it's a fantasy land and they don't really understand, like, they didn't really, you know, come there to, well, properly experience, food. It's just supposed to, like, emulate human food, I guess. Don't know where you got the Campbell's from, but you know. Oh, I guess I'll just get back onto the original topic, which was about talking to some friends. No, it was my therapy sessions back in high school. Again, we didn't really do much, just like answered a couple questions, go over stuff like what would and wouldn't be socially acceptable, stuff like that. Honestly, I don't think I would have too much trouble with that. It's just actually communicating with others that I hate doing. But that's that. What is the task for this? Yeah. Hmm. Let's see here. Anvil on spider. Ah, well, I screwed that up. I need a gun in my hotbar. There we go. Took way more shots than expected, but mission complete, I guess. Fire burns real well. Where was I? So all we mainly did was talk to some people, talk to my friends, all that stuff. Honestly, it wasn't really that I was having issue with. It was mainly just extreme introversion. So for me, rather than you know, getting used to like social norms and all that, it was just trying to get me used to talking to other people, starting a conversation and all that. Because I was absolutely horrendous at that. I mean, I'd still say I'm horrible at doing it. But, slightly less so, I guess? Slightly less so now than before. Where there's a hairspray? Ooh, free upgrade. Yeah, I was mainly just suffering from extreme introversion, pretty much. I didn't. You know the anime Bochizo Rock, you know, the recent one? I was essentially kind of like that after a certain while. Like in my middle and high school years. I would struggle to properly interact with other people because of that. But, I believe... because... Honestly, I feel like this is probably one of the main reasons why, just me forgetting a lot of things, but, you know. Actually, ooh, there was the one hidden right there. Yeah, I really struggle to communicate with others. I just tried to not interact with anybody if I could. I still kind of struggle with that, honestly. Just like starting a conversation. Like, I don't struggle as much just continuing a conversation. Like, if there was a topic for me, then I could probably talk about it. But, yeah, just getting started with a topic is what I usually struggle with, which is why you see me forget a lot of stuff. Which I would still like to apologize for. But my brain don't work so good, sadly. Anyways... Where was I again? Ooh, ornament. Where is this? There's this. Oh, there it is. There's a spider. Oh, I forgot to unlock the shed. But, yeah, with friends and other people, generally, if I have a conversation topic to go on, then I can usually just talk my mouth off. But honestly, again, it's just like getting to the topic that I have issues with. So, for me, I think we made a weekly goal of just trying to talk to other people in general. Which, is a goal, I guess. Ooh, flashbangs. I think I'm stuck. There's also a spider somewhere here. I think that... Oh, no. One more. I was gonna say this place is clear. But, that is not the case. There we go, I think. Nope. One more. Come here. Oh, I'm almost out of ammo for this thing. Well, that should be it for that. Oh, I'm missing a lot of batteries as well, now that I think about it. Usually when it comes to stories, like, half the reason why I don't tell them often is because, well, I am very forgetful. Honestly, this forgetfulness, it mainly just showed up during my childhood. But, it hasn't shown up for a while till now. Like, when I was younger, I would always have issues remembering, pretty much anything. Like, especially when it came to, schoolwork and, like, homework and all that stuff. Like, half the times I'd forget that there was homework or forget to bring it to school. Oh, and library books especially. Causing, my parents to just have to bring it up from home. Which, you know, teachers weren't too fond of, but what could I do? Like, I was just legit very, very forgetful. I couldn't really help it either at that point. Bringing up younger me also brings up, some, memories of how I treated my siblings and, family members when I was younger. Mainly because, well, recently, when I met my cousins recently, we decided to like talk about it a bit. You know, the topic was brought up, and luckily, well, I am not the person I was when I was younger, which is great because I was an absolute asshat when I was a child. Like, I was an annoying piece of shit. Okay, that's all the objectives. I'm not gonna attempt the Arachno Gauntlet, honestly. Mainly because I already did it before in the previous save, and it's really annoying, especially this one. Like, you'd think using an assault rifle to kill spiders is not a bad idea? Sometimes? I mean, it is if you're, like, semi-logical, but, you know, I'm not that. But, the AR in this game is absolutely atrocious. I hate using it. You can't hit anything with it. Like, it has a slight deviation sometimes whenever you fire the gun, which makes it incredibly difficult to just hit a target that you're aiming at. The revolver is just so much better, and the mission is to kill. It doesn't even kill all spiders in one shot either with the AR. The mission is to kill 5 spiders without having to reload. You get 30 rounds with the AR, but all that spawn are the queens, so your next best bet is to hit the younglings, which will die in one shot, but the queens take 2 to 3 shots to kill. And the young ones are tiny targets. Good luck hitting any of them when that thing is just a spray and pray weapon. 30 rounds is not nearly enough. So it's absolutely hell to do. Anyways, well, you already see the first objective? Did I finish the Christmas tree? If I didn't, I need to go back and finish that. That is one thing I do want to finish, because that one's a lot easier. I did not. Well then, I'm an idiot. How much of the tree is done? Most. Okay, that's good. I feel like I'm just blind at this point. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I completely forgot about the Christmas tree and just kind of got lost in tangents. Oh, we're just gonna quickly slaughter up 50 spiders to unlock an exit. Well, one of the spiders had munitions on him somewhere. Oh. Oh no, that's munitions. I thought that was a battery for a second. Oh, there's a battery behind the toilet seat. Nothing from that hole, I guess. But, where was I again? Oh, you see, this is what I mean. I just keep on forgetting everything. I just kind of go off topic sometimes. And, well, I just forget everything. It gets annoying, but, get used to it, I guess. And I kind of have to get used to it, though, since I live with it. Everything is flammable if you douse it in enough gasoline. Oh boy. Oh, oh, my game doesn't like that. That got real laggy. Trust me, isn't YouTube shitting itself? It's my PC, that is. Whenever I look at this fire. Okay, there we go. I see you there. You can't fool me. Yet. Here they are. I forgot this thing can see spiders through walls. I should be using the drone a lot more. Oh boy, I missed quite a lot. Is that no, that's 36 kills. What am I missing? Still another thing near. Oh, there you are. This thing survived the hit to the frying pan with the frying pan. Where did you go? That's always disturbing, but I think that should be enough, yeah. I would like to catch up with some of my older friends, but I don't know if I, like, when to do it or how to properly do it. Like, this is what I, like, some of the things I mean. Like, I don't know how to properly interact with other people sometimes, like, and also my extreme introversion. I overthink a lot of things when I should just be doing some of them instead. I mean, part of the reason why I wanted to start live streaming was because to take some action in trying to remedy myself of this condition a bit, but you know, what can I do? There you are. I think that's all of them for now. Okay then. At least this is very straightforward in what it wants me to do. There's one more here, according to this. Question is, where is it? He's on like the other side of the wall. No, shh. Clock. Okay, that burns. There's a secret here, apparently. That's not it. Oh yeah, I should probably be bringing the ornaments with me as well. There you go. Oh. Everybody burns. Oh boy, that's a lot of spiders here. Knew there was one there. And it said the IT office is open? Was it? Oh, I'll find out soon enough. Yeah, but just burn this place to the ground real quick. There. I think all the PCs have been burnt. Maybe? Oh, munition. There's a secret here, apparently. On the other side, I guess? Everything's a bit charred, but... It keeps on telling me there... Oh, I think I saw a battery. There it is. So, where was I on my stories again? I think I was... Wait, where did that flash go? You know what, let's go with some, other stories. After school in high school, sometimes, I would go with some friends, or just alone, to a convenience store nearby. It was like this little liquor store. Oh, this like nice little place, like a mom and pop kind of place, you know? A small little, locally owned liquor store. That honestly a lot of people went to, like a lot of students specifically went to. There's still 3 drives somewhere here. Honestly, I feel like it was definitely overpriced. Most certainly, but it was still a nice little place to go to. Mainly just to buy chips and all that. Occasionally get some ramen when I decided to like stay late, because they did also offer I believe they did also offer hot water if you bought instant noodles, so you can just like make them on the spot pretty much, which was nice. Honestly, there aren't really good memories of. I just hate, as with a lot of people that went to this school, we all hated the place. It's just that the people there were nice to hang around with, I guess. So I guess that's that. Oh, this kind of reminds me of this post on Twitter I saw. Have you guys ever heard of a drink called sobe? Like, the lizard drink. The lizard milk, essentially. I don't know what happened to the company, but I've never seen their drinks for so long now. I only remember mainly because, well, I saw a post on Twitter like a couple days back, and also this story kind of brought it up, kind of like brought up memories of it. But I mainly remember it because I used to get a lot of it whenever I went to that convenience store, like the liquor shop, because I love that stuff. Especially, I think their strawberry flavor. I don't know what it was about it, but it was so good. It hit different, man. But nowadays, I never see it at any of like the liquor stores or convenience stores I go to. So I'm just curious what happened to them, yeah? They used to be like huge, I think. But now, they just kind of gone. I think I messed this place up a bit too much. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have burnt everything to the ground. Oh! I guess one of these things flew out there. So did the other one also fly out or something? But anyways, I love that thing. I wish I could get some more of it. But, you know, now I'm pretty sure I saw, like, they're still available to order, like, online. But I just want to be able to walk down to, like, a Stater Brothers or something and just grab one off the shelf, you know? Because that shit was good. Like, if you've never had it before, it was like almost milk. It was the main reason why I call it lizard milk is because they basically use like some sort of gecko or lizard, like at their mascot, and it also was like milky or creamy. It wasn't like clear. It was like opaque-ish, translucent-ish, kinda. Like it's hard to describe like the color, but the flavor was mostly like sweet, milky-ish. Like you know like those yogurt drinks, that you can find like at Asian supermarkets and all that. It kind of had like a similar texture to that whenever you drank it. But it was good, man. Where is this last flash? Why is it so difficult to find? But yeah, highly recommend if you ever come across it in the wild. Actually, I don't know. I haven't had them in years. Maybe they've changed the recipe or something, but still, I'd give it a shot. Speaking of which, about convenience stores, I don't think I've been to one in a while, ever since I went on break. Like, I think the last one I went to was at college. It was like an on-campus convenience store. But, honestly, the prices for that place was very overpriced. Like, everything there was overpriced, of course, but, you know. What could you do? You're a college student, that's like the closest thing that, you can find to, your dorms and all that. Like, near this campus, near your dorms. So that's where most students get their stuff. Luckily for me, there is also Stater Brothers nearby, like that most other students don't go to if they don't have a car. But due to the area that my dorm is located in, I can just walk there for the most part. Like, you can remove these? Oh, I did not know that. I've searched that entire room and then just vacuumed everything out, and I still can't find this last USB. I swear, it's like all the other USBs I've lost. I think once when I was waiting for my mom to pick me up, I lost my entire pencil case because I accidentally left it, like at the area where she was supposed to pick me up. It had like several USBs in there and everything. A ton of work was just gone after that day, which was sad. Well, looks like we won't be able to do that if I can't find that. Taking a bit too long, let's just move on, I guess. I'll just load up the other save and call it a day, you know? Yeah, I can't hit anything, jeez. My aim is terrible. Oh, upgrade. Destroy the toilets. Alrighty, mission accepted. Mission complete, at least for one side. Oh, whoops. No idea where that one ended up, but, Not my problem anymore. Ooh. Nice. That's one way of getting into a vending machine, I guess, if you're broke. Highly recommend. Don't do it. I wonder if I could have just turned that microwave on instead of, you know, moving the battery. Where is that last spider? Oh, there you are. No wonder you didn't blow up. Now... the conference room. Oh boy. Ugh. I'm back here. Oh, we can't have zombie spiders running around everywhere. There is, one good way of, getting rid of them, I guess. They never suspect the drones. Come here, buddy. I think that's all of them. I just lost the rocket launcher. Oh, there is the rocket launcher. Oh, at least it's effective. Ugh. There's something in my eye. I want snacks now. Let's talk about food. It's making me a bit hungry. Ugh. Also, while we're on the topic of school and food, school lunches. Ours was terrible. I mean, I know other people have definitely had worse, but ours was still terrible nonetheless, though. Because, you know, it's an American school lunch. Honestly, initially, when we first went there, we first went to school there, like in my middle school years at this school, because this was both a middle school slash high school place. It's like one of those weird places. But they the lunches were actually pretty good. Not gonna lie. Like, they were pretty decent lunches. But then quality just kind of went downhill from there. I think one of my favorite things that they had was mac and cheese back then, because they also used to come with like this garlic breadstick or something like that. It was delicious. But then, like, later on, you'd be hard-pressed to even find mac and cheese for a good while, and when they eventually brought it back, it just wasn't the same. Mac and cheese was bland, all soggy, and the breadstick was replaced with like this really bland, hard loaf of bread. Not even loaf, it was, this really bland, this really bland dinner roll, pretty much. It just wasn't good. Of course, there were still students who would eat that stuff, but come on. Also, the quality of the chicken sandwiches went downhill, in my opinion. Like, that stuff was so dry, so bland. All you had was like this, just like these microwave bread rolls with fake chicken in it, pretty much. And really, really, really soggy breading. Just why, you know? Oh boy. This is the second to last level for a reason. Contingency Omega. Anyways. Yeah, I hated it. I don't know why, some people actually enjoyed eating that stuff, because there was just so many better options, you know? Like, if you're gonna, like, eat that stuff, don't enjoy eating that. That isn't, like, the pinnacle of food. It's just kind of there. The pizzas were also terrible. Like, okay, they were technically edible, like, but it was still just not good. It was just, like, not good pizza. And like, if you aren't part of, like, a reduced lunch, or free or reduced lunch plan that, school offered, that stuff is just, it's not worth, like, $4 or $5 a meal. Like, come on. You're feeding the kids terrible, terrible garbage. Just why? Why would you do that, you know? Then nonetheless, it was basically all we had. And lunchtime was honestly hell, especially at the beginning. Mainly because whenever it was lunchtime, there was always the lunch rush. Get in line or you're not getting in food. The thing about the lunch rush is that, the thing about the lunch rush was, whenever the lunch bell rang, it was every man for themselves if you wanted food. Like, it was insane. It was like the Hunger Games almost. Like, you have kids just essentially just fighting for a place, just trying to get into line, just like sprinting, running over people. Of course, I had to participate in that because, you know, I was a hungry little child back then. A little shit, as you might say. But, yeah, don't be like that. Like, I think I used my rolling backpack, because I had one of those, as a weapon pretty much. To just like have a go at people's legs so that they would just make way. So there I was, you know, just running around with my backpack, just being pushed in front as to run over people's feet and discourage them from getting in my way. And I think several other kids used that tactic as well. But then eventually, I started wearing it on my back for greater mobility and, you know, agility, more dexterity that way. Change of tactics, as you will, in order to outrace everyone else. Especially since, for the most part, my class was really, really close to the lunchroom, luckily. Allowing a good chunk of us that was a part of this class to usually get a decent place in line, because if you're too slow to get into line initially, you're gonna be standing out in the sun for a good like 10-20 minutes as the other kids get their food. So occasionally I would just give up on the lunch rush and just wait and just hang out with some friends, because it's just not worth it. Then after enough time has passed, just like walk towards the lunch line, and then just, you know, not even have to wait in line. Just walk up to one of the stations. They just give you your food after you know, you just tell them your student ID and all. And yeah, food. But downside of that is that most of the time, a good chunk of their stock has been, you know, used up. So you're basically just getting all the leftover food that people don't want. But, you know, you don't have to wait in line. You get to hang out with friends. But if you wanted something really bad that day, then you better be ready to run for it. Otherwise, you ain't getting it. But, yeah. Like, we were kids just fighting over, like, some terrible quality food. Especially the salad. I think the salad was terrible as well. I just hated that stuff. But, you know, I think one of the few things that a lot of people ate, because, you know, it's one of like the few sources of meat that you can get, like decent meat, was the rice bowls, either the teriyaki or orange chicken. There we go. Oh yeah, that's right, we blew up the town. Kinda forgot about that. Whoopsies. But, yeah, the rice bowls, the rice was terrible. It was like brown rice. It was not good. I don't think they washed the rice. It was probably microwaved as well. The rice was really, really gloopy, It just kind of stuck together. It was incredibly mushy. Also a bit grainy somehow. It was not good rice. The only redeeming quality of it was the meat, because it was actual meat. The chicken in the teriyaki and orange chicken was actually chicken. The orange chicken was mostly just sweet, slightly sour. That's all it had going for it. It was terrible orange chicken, but it was still meat. People fought over that shit. Personally, I prefer the orange chicken over the teriyaki chicken because the teriyaki sauce was terrible. And also, there wasn't really that much breading on... There wasn't any breading on the teriyaki chicken to, you know, mask the terrible texture of the chicken either. Or to soak up any of the sauce. But, you know, it's still meat. If there was nothing else, then you just go for the meat. And oftentimes, I didn't even eat like half the rice because the rice was just not good. As an Asian, you know, you're right. How do you screw up rice like that? Like, sure, you can't make fresh rice, I guess, but come on, like, this rice was absolutely terrible. Like, the quality of it. Like, you'd either get something that's way too mushy, or sometimes, somehow, the rice is just undercooked. Too hard, it was just not good. Like, how do you screw up rice like that? Especially when you're microwaving half the rice. Like, come on. Then eventually, I think they introduced... Of course, like, these things weren't available all the time. You know, stuff like PB&Js were also available, but, you know, that stuff was, like, Smuckers. It was frozen, so, like, the peanut butter was, like, always hard most of the time. The bread wasn't very good. But hey, it's kind of consistent. Prologue. Oh god. Oh no, this is epilogue. What am I saying? But it is also very laggy for some reason. Okay, there we go. Wait, did I even finish the Christmas tree? Okay, at this point, whatever. But, we fought over that stuff, man. I think at one point they used to have curly fries, which wasn't too bad. Except for the fact that, they didn't come with every meal. And if you did want to, get it... that stuff was like $3 to $4, $3 to $5 actually. At at the snack carts. They also sold snacks at the snack carts, but those things were also overpriced as hell. They used to have slushies as well, like $1 slushies, but then they got rid of the machine. That stuff I used to get like pretty much every time I had lunch. Also, thing to note, we're probably not going to be able to do a ton of this stuff since I didn't do much of the Arachno Gauntlet, since, you know, I already did them. They're a pain in the ass, though, so I chose not to, like, do them again. I could just always load up the other save file that I have, if you guys do want to see the contents of that. But, you know, Arachno Gauntlets are annoying to do sometimes. And at this point, I'm just kind of busy just telling stories, so... Anyways, they got rid of the slushies! That stuff was good, though! Like, why'd they have to get rid of it? It was like $1 per slushie, you know, you got like a tiny, like, maybe 8 to 12 ounce cup. If you're lucky. And it was basically just all syrup water, sugary syrup water, but... Come on. Yeah, that's probably gonna be it for the game. You know, you nuke the town. There are a couple extra hidden things to do post-game. But that stuff was all a pain in the ass. in my other save file, it took me like 4 to 5 hours just to do everything, to go through it all. So I'm not gonna be doing that this stream, or probably ever. If you guys want to see it, I guess I can just pull up my other file, like all the other content, because I did do it. But yeah. While we're here, I'll just continue my stories. Snack cart food wasn't bad. They had some healthier options of some chips, you know, like instead of like they had like Cheetos and Doritos, but they were like baked or low fat. So if you like that stuff, then yeah. Same thing with Lay's. They had string cheese, which I often got because it was like a quarter. So really cheap for some string cheese, you know. But yeah, curly fries were overpriced, but they were good. They got chicken tendies, made of fake chicken, pretty much. I mean, there's probably some chicken somewhere in there, but it's just so much like filler as well in the tendies. And they used to come with good fries. Then they just didn't cut. Then they just removed the fries. Like they had potato wedges as well. They removed those. The wedges were decently seasoned. Sometimes you had like a really bad wedge, undercooked wedge. You know, hard as hell. But for the most part, they were okay, I guess. Let's see. They had milk, chalky milk. But occasionally they actually had some really, really good chocolate milk. Because you know. If you've seen like your usual like milk carton chocolate milk, you know, like the classic like triangle top, square like cubish milk carton, you know, that's like the one that you usually got. But then occasionally they had a box chocolate milk. They had like these rectangular boxes that just looked like juice boxes, but they were chocolate milk. These ones were incredibly chocolatey, very tasty. Those are like the premium cream of the crop chocolate milk. That stuff was so good. Then, eventually, for a short period of time, they introduced bagged milk. This wasn't chocolate milk, this was just normal milk, but the bagged milk had enough intrigue where I just basically got it whenever they had bagged milk, because it was bagged milk. You don't see that shit in America. You mainly see it in Canada, but not in America. Just bagged milk. I just drank all of it. As for fruits and stuff, I didn't really eat that many fruits, because, you know, fruits weren't really that good. The bananas are okay, because, you know, it's a banana. Apples were bagged apples. Grapes were bagged grapes. Many of them were often mushy and crushed, so I didn't like that. I didn't eat that. They had an extra cart where people could, like, offload anything that they didn't want from their lunch, so that other people can grab. I often would just go there for milk, and occasionally some of the fruit, specifically banana, as I said before. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna wrap it up here. I do have some more stories I want to tell, especially about lunch. You know, I'll save that tangent for next time. Speaking of next time, next stream is on Friday, where we're gonna be playing My Friend Pedro. I will be talking to a psychedelic banana. But with that out of the way, thank you guys for coming to Kill It With Fire. We finished up the game. Didn't do many of the secret stuff. But, you know, it was more of like a story time session. It took a bit of time to, you know, for me to find a good topic. But, you know, as I said before, once I find a topic, I can just run my mouth off. But, yeah. Thanks all for coming. And I'll see you on Friday. Goodbye.